A massive fire at a waste transfer facility triggered a large-scale emergency response and raised serious concerns about public safety, environmental protection, and industrial firefighting strategy. Residents were advised to keep doors and windows closed while firefighters worked around the clock to contain intense flames deep within large waste piles. This incident provides valuable lessons about modern firefighting technology, command decision-making, hazardous materials management, and environmental protection. In this educational video, we explore how industrial fires are fought, what challenges crews face, and what can be learned from this complex operation. What happened at the waste transfer facility? A major fire broke out inside a waste transfer site, producing large amounts of smoke and requiring a significant emergency response. Firefighters rapidly established operational zones, protected nearby structures, and worked to prevent the fire from spreading beyond the facility. The smoke plume prompted public safety warnings for nearby communities. Why are waste transfer fires so difficult to extinguish? Waste transfer fires involve mixed materials including plastics, paper, wood, metals, organic waste, and sometimes batteries. Hidden hotspots can remain buried deep within waste piles, making complete extinguishment extremely challenging. Fires can continue burning internally even when surface flames appear controlled. How did firefighters identify hidden hotspots? Thermal imaging cameras played a critical role by detecting areas of extreme heat hidden beneath debris. These devices allowed crews to locate dangerous hotspots, monitor fire spread, and prioritize suppression efforts where they were most needed. Why was rapid deployment so important? Industrial fires can spread quickly through large quantities of combustible materials. Early deployment helped establish defensive positions, protect neighboring structures, secure water supplies, and prevent the fire from escalating into a larger disaster. How do firefighters manage water during large industrial fires? Industrial fires require enormous amounts of water over extended periods. Firefighters must maintain sufficient pressure throughout long hose networks while ensuring continuous supply from hydrants, reservoirs, or tanker operations. Effective water management is essential to prevent suppression efforts from failing. What challenges affect water flow at industrial sites? Long hose distances, elevation changes, and friction inside hose lines can reduce pressure and flow. Firefighters constantly monitor these factors and adjust pumping operations to maintain effective firefighting performance. Why are thermal imaging drones valuable during emergencies? Drones provide aerial views that reveal hidden hotspots, fire spread patterns, structural weaknesses, and dangerous areas inaccessible from the ground. They improve situational awareness while reducing risks to personnel. What determines whether firefighters use defensive or offensive tactics? Commanders evaluate structural stability, fire intensity, environmental conditions, water availability, and personnel safety. Defensive tactics focus on containment, while offensive tactics involve direct attacks on the fire when conditions become safer. How do firefighters assess structural collapse risks? Thermal imaging, visual inspections, aerial observations, and engineering assessments help identify weakened roofs, walls, and support structures. These evaluations reduce the likelihood of firefighters entering hazardous collapse zones. Why might certain parts of a facility be sacrificed during a fire? In some situations, protecting critical containment areas, nearby buildings, or hazardous material storage zones becomes more important than saving every structure. Strategic decisions are made to minimize overall damage and protect lives. How are chemical fire hazards addressed? Some industrial fires involve substances that react differently to water. Specialized foam agents may be used to smother flames, isolate fuel sources, reduce vapor production, and prevent reignition. What role does unified command play during large incidents? Unified command allows multiple agencies to coordinate under a common operational structure. Fire services, environmental agencies, police departments, health officials, and local authorities share information and resources to improve effectiveness. How is communication maintained during complex operations? Modern communication systems provide continuous updates between command staff, field crews, equipment operators, and supporting agencies. Clear communication helps ensure safety, efficiency, and rapid decision-making. What is a backdraft and why is it dangerous? A backdraft occurs when oxygen suddenly enters a confined area containing superheated gases. The resulting ignition can produce a violent explosion. Firefighters use ventilation control monitoring equipment and disciplined entry procedures to reduce this risk. How do firefighters protect local waterways during industrial fires? Firefighting runoff can contain contaminants from burned materials. Crews may deploy containment barriers, drainage controls, dikes, and collection systems to prevent pollutants from reaching rivers, lakes, groundwater, or storm drains. Why is environmental containment so important? Industrial fires can create long-term environmental impacts if contaminated runoff enters natural ecosystems. Early containment measures help protect water quality, wildlife, and public health. What protective equipment do firefighters use in extreme conditions? Modern firefighters wear advanced protective clothing, breathing apparatus, thermal protection systems, and communication equipment designed to withstand intense heat, hazardous smoke, and prolonged operations. How do breathing apparatus improve firefighter safety? Breathing systems provide clean air in toxic environments, allowing firefighters to operate safely while reducing exposure to dangerous smoke gases and airborne contaminants. What role does heavy machinery play during waste fires? Excavators, loaders, and other machinery help break apart waste piles, expose hidden hotspots, and create access routes for suppression operations. Without heavy equipment, deep-seated fires can remain active for extended periods. Why are lithium batteries a growing concern in waste facilities? Discarded lithium batteries can ignite unexpectedly, produce extremely high temperatures, and reignite after suppression. Their increasing presence in waste streams has become a major challenge for modern firefighters. What lessons can future industrial firefighters learn from this incident? The incident highlights the importance of rapid response thermal imaging technology. Drones support effective water management, environmental protection, coordinated command structures, and advanced firefighter safety equipment. It also demonstrates the growing need for improved battery disposal practices and industrial fire prevention measures. How did this incident demonstrate the importance of preparation? Success depended on training, coordination, specialized equipment, risk assessment, environmental protection planning, and disciplined operational execution. Every element contributed to controlling a highly challenging industrial fire. Finally, this waste transfer facility fire demonstrated the complexity of modern industrial firefighting. From thermal imaging and drone surveillance to environmental protection and unified command, every aspect of the response played a critical role in preventing a far more serious disaster. The lessons learned from incidents like this help improve firefighter safety, strengthen emergency preparedness, and enhance future responses to industrial emergencies around the world. If you found this educational video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analyses of major incidents, emergency response operations, engineering challenges, and real-world lessons from critical events.